We had never been on a Princess cruise, but definitely wanted to try them out. I did a previous video comparing the cruise itself to other Royal Caribbean cruises we've been on, so check that out if you're interested in that. I've also previously covered the Princess Players Advantage, the casino program offered by Princess. Today, I thought I'd show the program in action. So I'm going to walk through how we received a casino offer to try out Princess, how I played during that cruise, what offers I've received, if any, and if we'll be returning to them again anytime soon. We've been sailing on Royal for quite some time now and always play in the casino to earn comped cruises. We had some friends tell us that we should check out Princess, and that piqued our interest. But we sail for almost free with Royal, so we couldn't justify paying full price just to try out another cruise line. After doing some research, I found a couple ways to get a comp on Princess using the play that I already have with Royal. The first route is simply by applying on their website. They have a form to fill out that will go to their casino promotions team. I will post a link to that page in the description. I received an email back from them within 2 days offering to match our offers from Royal. So I picked a date that worked for us, and after a few emails back and forth, we were booked. We were assigned a balcony room and only had to pay taxes and port fees. We did opt to add our son to the reservation, so we did have to pay for a room upgrade fee to accommodate a third person, as well as his taxes and port fees too. We also had to pay a $200 deposit on the first and second guests, but that was returned to us as onboard credit, so now we were set. The other way to get comped onto Princess without ever having sailed with them before is by using an independent casino host. I've seen several posted in various Facebook groups, but had never contacted one before. I ended up chatting with Annie and wish I would have found her sooner. She likely could have gotten us more perks than what we received working directly with Princess. She has since booked us on another cruise line, but that will be another video once we complete that sailing. Annie's website is compmycruise.com, and I will post a link in the description. So now we're on the ship and it's beautiful, but I'll keep this video focused on the casino aspect. Night one, I got to the casino about 8 p.m. I'm a craps player mostly, and the only table they had was packed. I had to wait almost an hour before I finally got a space on the table, but I waited patiently. Play on the table was very slow. This is from a combination of things. Some dealers were inexperienced. A couple of the players were also inexperienced, and they offer a large number of prop bets in the center of the table, and that always slows down a game. So I finally get a space on the table and start playing. I played the 6, 7, 8 strategy. There are plenty of videos that discuss many variations of this strategy, but in short, I start with a $50 bet on the don't pass line. Once a point is established, I place the 6 and 8 for $60 each. I collect on the first hit, and then partial press after that. If the point is either the 6 or the 8, I move my bet to the next number over, i.e. the 5 or 9, and add a $10 hard way on the point. I asked the pit boss a few different times what they were rating me at, and they said an average bet of $175. I played this strategy for 2 hours and decided to call it a night. I left the table down about $600. I immediately went to a slot machine to check my points, and it said 0. So I chatted with the casino host, and they said they track their machine and table points separately, so I would not see my point on the machines. Kind of a pain, but that's how they do it. He also mentioned that the tables won't close out their points until midnight, so I couldn't see my total until the next day. The next day I went into the casino and talked with the host. They looked up my points and said I had reached just over 1,500. That's 750 points per hour. He said that qualified me for free drinks in the casino, and he added that to my account. So that was great news. I chatted with the pit boss, and he told me the craps table would open at 7 p.m. So I went about the rest of my day and showed up just before the table opened, so I was able to get a spot right away. I played the same way as day one, except after one hit, I changed my place bets to $110 inside. Again, I checked occasionally with the pit boss to get my average. It stayed around the same $175 average as the previous night. I played for 2.5 hours before coloring up and ending the night down another $450. On day 3, I again went to check on my points and was told I now had 2,378 points. This didn't make any sense to me. I had played more time night 2 at the same level, but received less points. The casino host couldn't explain it and said I would need to discuss it with the pit boss. I checked with the pit and they did make a correction, but only up to 2,493 points. But they couldn't explain why I had more time but less points. That only equals about 400 points per hour. I talked with the host again, and he did offer a comped massage from the spa, so my wife was very happy about that. I went to the casino later that night around 9 p.m., and again the table was full. I waited over an hour for a space before giving up for the night. Night 4, I once again got to the table when it opened to make sure I had a space. I changed up my strategy to a don't iron cross. This one started with the same $50 bet on the don't pass. Once a number was established, I would place $85 on the 5, 6, and 8, and $15 in the field. I would collect on the place bets and use the field wins to press the place bets. So my starting bet total was $155, but it increased quickly with multiple field rolls. The pit bosses were rating me at $200. I played for about 3.5 hours and left the table with my first session win of $250. Again, I checked my points during the day. I was now up to 4,045, so my night 4-point average was almost 450 points per hour. I was very frustrated with the point fluctuations despite my betting patterns being very similar. I was late getting to the casino this night and again had to wait over an hour to get on the table. When I did get on the table, I played the exact same as night 4. The pit boss kept telling me my average was $175 again, even though I was betting the same as the night before. Whatever. I was getting very frustrated at this point. I only played a total of 2 hours this night and left the table down $400 for the session. This was a 7-night cruise. For the Princess Casino program, that means the point totals stop night 6 at midnight. When I checked that day, I was told I had 4,963 points. So the average for night 5 was just over 450 points per hour, and that also meant that I was just a little over 1,500 points away from reaching my 6,500 point goal to receive a balcony offer with $500 in free play. So I made sure I was at the table early to get a space secured. I played the same strategy as nights 4 and 5, and the pit boss was rating me at a $175 average bet. I played for over 4.5 hours until just after midnight when the point totals stop. I ended this session up $250. The lowest I had been rated the entire trip was 400 points per hour, so I felt secure that I had the points needed to get over the 6,500 point total. I stopped in the casino sometime early afternoon on the last full day of the cruise just to check out my point total. You can imagine my surprise when I was told that I had a total of 6,447. I was completely shocked at this. Again, the casino host told me they can only see the point total, not how much I played or how long I played. Of course, my next stop was to talk with the pit boss who verified my play and time. But they still had no answer about how my longest session only earned an average of about 330 points per hour. 3 different pit bosses joined in the conversation and none could offer any explanation. One suggested that the play had been very slow that night, which is true, but not much slower than any of the previous nights. And certainly not so much to be off that much, but the conclusion was that nothing would be changed or updated. So you see, we were able to get a comped cruise even though we had never been on a Princess cruise previously. In fact, you can do the same type of thing with several other cruise lines as well. They will even look at your play and land casinos if you've never played on a cruise. So if getting a comped cruise is something that interests you, I would suggest chatting with Annie to see what she can do for you. My total casino play for this cruise was a loss of $950. If you add that to the $1,110 that we initially paid, the casino loss brought our total spent to just over $2,000. This is still quite good if you consider this would have cost us over $4,500 if we had just paid for the cruise and not gambled. And yes, I did receive a comped cruise offer based on my points for an interior cabin with $400 in free play. Additionally, I've also gotten email offers from Princess for even more comped cruises with free play and free casino drinks. But at this time, we just prefer the balcony offers we get from Royal. Yes, the free play offered by Royal is less, but we care more about the room category. And of course, the points issues, I had really put a dark cloud over their program for me. But that's just our experience. I'm sure there are plenty of others that love the program. Let me know if you've played on Princess and what your experience was with them. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.